Schemes underway in our country under the leadership of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India has made significant progress in various sectors over the past decade. The ideals of the Bhagavad Gita, you have the right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions, resonate with the way the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has diligently fulfilled its duties. The mantra of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas epitomizes the policies of this government. In spite of the biggest pandemic in the world has seen in the last 100 years, the two simultaneous global crises leading to the global economic problems, India has marched ahead. Recently, the IMF has quoted India as the bright spot. The Indian economy will contribute about 16% to the world's economic growth. India has succeeded in maintaining a GDP growth rate over 7.5% consistently for 2 quarters, showcasing its resilience and capability. On the diplomatic front, by hosting the historic G20 summit, India has strengthened its position on the global stage and reaffirmed its commitment to the cooperative efforts for world peace and prosperity. With a commitment to technological advancement and the digital integration, the Indian government has rapidly implemented 5G technology. This demonstrates a strong position in the global leadership in telecommunications, ensuring that every citizen can benefit from the digital age. There has been significant progress in the financial transactions through digital means, sir. A record 1,200 crore transactions have been conducted via UPI, and rupees 34 lakh crores has been transferred through debit and digital transactions. The shift towards a cashless economy ensures inclusive financial access for all sections of society. Sir, when I was 11 years old, I remember a quote from a very famous American show called Star Trek. And it had a tagline which said, "To boldly go where no man has gone before." Sir, honestly, I never thought that such a statement would be possible in the Indian context. But today I can proudly say that India has dared to go where no one has gone before. India has become the first country to hoist its flag on the southern pole of the moon. Sir, such achievements are for the entire nation. And we must rise above our differences in politics, acknowledge and applaud such historic achievements. As many members, including me, sitting in this august house, might be forgotten in the passage of history, but such events are enshrined in history forever. As former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, "Science and technology are the means to realize our dreams, and the current government is living up to this ideology through its actions." But sadly, sir, as Honorable Prime Minister has so aptly mentioned, few in the opposition are able to recognize the country's achievements. They are fixated on this cancel culture and have failed to recognize all these achievements. Sir, मिर्जा गालिब का एक शेर है, कैंसिल कल्चर वालों के लिए समर्पित है। हर एक बात पे कहते हो तुम कि तू क्या है, हर एक बात पे कहते हो तुम कि तू क्या है, तुम ही कहो ये अंदाज़े गुफ्तगू क्या है. I would like to mention certain facts. Thanks to the Prime Minister Modi's vision, leadership projects like Atal Setu have expanded foundation infrastructure in India significantly. National highways, which were 91,287 kilometers in 14, have increased to 1,46,000 by 23, a growth of 59%. Similarly, in the railways have also increased from 21,413 kilometers to 1,04,647 kilometers. So as a lifeline of our nation, the Indian Railways have undergone a significant transformation, with over 25,000 kilometers of railway tracks being laid. Even the aviation sector has achieved historic milestones. So whether it's the IITs, IIMs, AIMS, from 16 IITs, 13 IIMs, 9 IITs and 7 AIMs in 14 to 23 IITs, 21 IIMs, 25 triple ITs and 23 AIMs have been made in the last 10 years, reflecting the commitment to excellence in higher education and healthcare services. Sir, the list is endless. Whether I talk about Ayushman Bharat, which is the world's largest healthcare program, or the world's largest food security program, which is feeding more than 80 crore people, the government has ensured that that distinction that exists between completely done away with all the schemes reaching to people equitably regardless of social status or religious identity. The scheme has ensured the people are integrated into the financial, social, economic fabric of this country, which is crucial for building the idea of our nation. Sir, whether I talk about the Swachhta Bharat mission, which has completed 110 million toilets, or various other provisions that the government has achieved. So the list is endless. but some people can't see it. सर, वसीम बरेलवी जी का की कुछ लाइन्स हैं जो बिल्कुल उपयुक्त हैं, जो इस पूरी चीज़ को समाप्त करने के लिए अच्छी रहेंगी. अपने चेहरे से जो जाहिर है छुपाएं कैसे, अपने चेहरे से जो जाहिर है छुपाएं कैसे, तेरी मर्जी के मुताबिक नजर आए कैसे, कोई अपनी ही नजर से तो हमें देखेगा, एक कतरे को समंदर नजर आए कैसे. Sir, Prime Minister Modi has instilled a sense of nationalism and patriotism among the youth. Campaigns like Make in India, Self-Reliant India and Startup India have inspired the youth to contribute towards the country's development. Sir, not only this, but the Prime Minister has also made efforts, and under his government, to promote Indian culture and heritage, bringing yoga at the center stage of the world. Sir, it is imperative to acknowledge the return of Lord Sri Ram to his home Ayodhya, which has been eagerly awaited by the country's citizens, crores of citizens across the nation, including those from Haryana. Therefore, I express heartfelt gratitude to the government and the Prime Minister for making it possible to fulfilling the sentiments and expectations of all the citizens. Bearing witness to this historic moment, personally, I believe that the divine smile of the idol Lord signifies the arrival of good times to come for us. Sir, yesterday a very senior member was talking about how many times Lord Ram's name was taken in the President's address and subsequently. Sir, I come from Haryana. So in Haryana we have a way of greeting people. We say Ram Ram when we meet someone. That is the traditional norm, irrespective of caste, color, religion or creed.
Please बैठ कर ना बोले.
I would like to urge the members not to take it in a different context and realize that it is a matter of faith and it is a matter of culture and custom. So finally, as we reflect on the remarkable journey on our country's progress, it is impossible to overlook the significant role that has been demonstrated by the government and the Prime Minister. Sir, in the end, sir, I would also like to mention another point, since I was not in the House yesterday, sir. In the address, a very senior member of Parliament and a dear friend, who also comes from the same fraternity as you are, sir, and I am from the media industry, spoke about that how media has been completely castigated and is playing a role which is only playing to the gallery of the government, sir. He even gave an acronym to media and called it MODIA. Sir, I would like to request you that such statements should not be encouraged in the House, because media is the fourth pillar of our democracy. And whenever the democracy has been challenged historically, it is media which has come to the forefront to save the democracy and the values and principles of democracy. Whether it was during the emergency period, whether it has been any other point where the country and the people of the country have needed it, media has always risen to the occasion. To paint and castigate media in a particular light and showcase it in a particular manner is very unfounded, sir. Even the gentleman in question, he himself represents the media and the television network. So I would strongly urge the chair to look at that instance and disregard that remark from this. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Mane Kartikeya Sharma ji.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.